So last time we just went straight. This time, we're going left. Soul item, nice. And we've got some Cathedral Knight looking guys, but they're wearing blue. Naturally, we cannot get the blue variant. This game really digs red, really hates blue for some reason. Ow. Fucking healer. Didn't help you, did it? Alright. So instead of riding this all the way down, we're just gonna hop off right here. Because this is the Consumed King's Garden, by the way. Estus Shard. That's the last one. We got 15 now. Also, there's a chunk here. Don't mind if I do. So this sort of purple-ish smokiness, that's toxic. Gonna want to not be in that for very long. Got any fire bombs per chance? I got a few. So pop pop. Where you going? Yeah, you know what? I'll just ignore him. Okay. Was he coming up here? No. Just kind of looked like it. Alright. I'm going to turn the HUD on again. Just so I don't get toxic. Wouldn't want that. Do I have any, Yeah, I got some blooming purple moss. Very good. Shadow stuff. Black fire bombs. Claw. Just made it. Oh, there's an item over there as well. Okay, let's try to read all this. Shadow mask. Black cloth mask worn by spooks from an eastern land. That's racist. Sacrifices defense for greater mobility. The late King Osiris was obsessed by dragons, to the extent that he would later be known as the Consumed King. Countless assassins were sent to end his reign, but none returned. Oh, damn. Chest piece probably says the same thing. Yep. Alright, I'm gonna grab this. Ring of Sacrifice. Cool. Alright. Now let's check out the claw. Oh, did we ever read this? Yeah, alright. Claw, claw, claw. Where's the claw? Weapon favored by intelligencers of an eastern land. The lacerations it inflicts do not mend easily. And two-handed claws are equipped to each hand. Alright. Ooh. I just like to avoid all of those. They're kind of a pain in the ass to fight. There's another chunk for us. Summon sign here for Hawkwood. But that's a firebomb. He can help us out with the boss for this area, but I don't think I'll be summoning him. Yoink. Another Titanite chunk. And human pine resin. Something just died. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. Just taking the elevator. Okay. Shortcut activated. Well, not quite. Another door we gotta open. Got some more scales in here. Always welcome. Goddamn healers. And here's the other lock. Pretty sure this door and the one near the top of Lothric Castle are the only ones that open that way. Not sure why. This guy looks a little lost. Alright, well, I guess we'll just go ahead and fight the boss, huh? Oh, that looks pretty cool. That tree line there, I like that. Anyway. I'm gonna pull the same trick again and actually hop off this elevator halfway down. Which kind of is a pain in the ass if you're having to, like, you know, make a return trip because you died. Because I don't have the patience to go to the bottom and come back up. It's a problem. Anyway, Dragon Scale Ring. Just picked that up. Ring of Osiros, former king of Lothric. Reduces damage from backstabs. In his later years, Osiris became fascinated with dragons. After going mad, he was more commonly known as the Consumed King. Many assassins were dispatched to his domain, but none returned. Again. The Consumed King ascribed his resilience to the divine protection of the dragon scale. Got a couple more of these Cathedral Knight guys. Rather not find them both at once. Ah, fuck. Ooh, that was some bad timing. Ugh, I'm really trying to go for a backstab. Here we go. Ha ha! Thank you. Whew. Ugh. Ew. And dead. Magic Stoneplate Ring. Granted to the Royal Palace Guards. Alright, as we approach this fog gate, we can hear some strange, sort of beastly noises. And, yeah, we'll figure out what that is in a sec.
You ignorant slaves. Finally taken notice, have you? Of the power of my beloved Ocelot, child of dragons. Well, I will not give him up. For he is all that I have. little Ocelot. Where have you gone? Are you hiding from me? Come out. Come out. Don't be afraid. You were born a child of dragons. What could you possibly fear? Now, show yourself, Ocelot. Ocelot!
Sorry about the radio silence there, but I just didn't really feel like interrupting. This boss fight, the first time I did it, really freaked me out. And so I didn't really feel like being goofy over that. But yeah, it just really, the music and his weird, like, angry temperament, and the fact he was like holding an imaginary / invisible baby and then fucking smashed it on the ground. I was just like, what the fuck is going on here? It was great. I loved it. Yeah, and actually it usually gives me quite a bit of trouble. Well, sometimes. I guess it kind of depends on the build, but fortunately this time I just took him out in one try. Anyway, we've got Soul of his of Consumed Osiris, and we're gonna read it. Osiris went mad trying to harness his royal blood for a greater purpose, leading him to the heretics of the Grand Archives, where he discovered the twisted worship of Seath the Pale Drake. There's some cut content, I guess, of Osiris actually like eating Ocelot, his child. That's a pretty hot topic. You've probably heard about it. But if not, now that's something you know. So, if we go beyond this boss room, we'll actually find even more interesting things. Several tombstones, several corpses that bleed. And I mean, you know, corpses bleed in real life, but in like a Souls game, that's not a thing that usually happens. And usually it's intentional. It's the same thing that happens with the bodies at Irithyll Dungeon in a particular spot, like where we picked up the Dragon Torso Stone, I think it's called. This guy gives us a gesture, which we need to use at that spot, and it will actually do something pretty interesting. Got some more Titanite scales in here. No surprise, there's a lot of dragon-related stuff. That gesture was even called Path of the Dragon. But this isn't it. By golly, there's more. Untended graves. Now, I'll admit, when I first saw this area, I was like, oh, it's the first area of the game, but it's dark. Didn't really do it for me. I thought it was kind of lazy. I'm still not totally on the other side that it's not lazy. But I see that there's purpose to it. It wasn't just thrown in. You know what I mean? I just want to make a little bit of progress here. Just grab one item over here, and then we'll probably head back to the shrine, and we'll continue through here another time. There we go again. Ah! Whoa! Oh boy. Oh god. Oh boy. Oh. Okay. They're all dead, dude. This guy dropped something for us. Another shriving stone. And in here, presumably in the same spot that we actually first spawn in the other area. I forget what that place is actually called. Anyway, it's an Ashen Estus ring, similar to the normal Estus ring. Gray crystalline ring crafted from shards. Increases FP restored by an Ashen Estus flask. Once a treasure brought before Lothric's queen, she had it enshrined in the cemetery of untended graves, so that one day an unkindled might profit, from its use. So there you go. I just felt like picking that one up. I think we'll head back to the shrine now. Got quite a few souls, so I guess we'll level up.
Ashen One, link the fire for the...
Yeah, I got it.
Very well, then take...
Alright, we'll just... 30-30, why not?
Ashen One.
Alright. Let's see what we can make from Osiros and Soul of Cinder's souls. White Dragon Breath for Osiros. Sorcery of the deluded, consumed king Osiros. Emits crystal breath of Seath the Scaleless. Crystal breath has piercing qualities. Seath's research seemed to strike a chord with old Big Hat, who, in his mad disrobed state, made divine work such as this his own. Osiros was no doubt edified by this. And then, the famous Moonlight Greatsword, which has been around since like before Demon Souls. There was another game that FromSoft did. I can't remember the name right now, but it's been around for a fucking while. Legendary dragon weapon associated with Seath the Pale Drake. Charge strong attack to its limit to unleash Moonlight Wave. Osiros, the consumed king, was infatuated with the search for moonlight, but in the end, it never revealed itself to him. And for the Soul of Cinder, Sunlight Spear, Miracle of Gwyn, the First Lord. The tales of Gwyn's archdragon hunts describe the inception of the Age of Fire. Not a lot there, surprisingly. And the Firelink Greatsword. The Lords of Cinder linked the first flame, and this greatsword was wielded by their deific manifestation. This coiled sword, found thrust in the bonfire, existed long before the throneless lords themselves. So, I'm gonna get these two. Oh shit, they're both really expensive. Well, I don't need them right now, but I'll probably end up going with those two eventually. There should also be some new armor, actually, now that I think about it.
Ah, well met.
Let's see. Ooh, there's Leonhard stuff. I forgot about that. Garb of Ringfinger Leonhard. He was born into royalty, which is believed to be the reason for his skill in both sorcery and swordsmanship. Indeed, this dingy garb is in fact embroidered with gold thread, betraying its purpose as military wear designed for a noble. Oh, here we go. Firelink Helm. Helm of the Soul of Cinder, a deific manifestation of the Lords of Cinder who first linked the flame. Or linked the first flame. It resembles a knight's helm, but it bears hideous burns and contortions. A misshapen crown can be seen upon its rear. It exists as a symbol of the Great Lords and the noble act of linking the fire, though it is no more than an empty husk. That's probably it for armor. Oh, we can now buy a slab since we put the lords on their thrones. That's a thing now.
Ashen One, be sure to bring more souls.
Yeah, alright, lady. Good lord.
Back again, I see. Perfect timing, too. I'm in need of a diversion.
I'd like to buy everything. I'll see how far I get. I'm already losing things. Whoopsie.
Promise to...
What do we got? We got one soul of weary warrior, huh? That's better than nothing.
Oh. Promise to stay safe.
Alright, I'm gonna do some grinding real quick. Alright, Orbeck. I got your damn
Back again,
souls. Hopefully I did my math right. Okay. Very good. Yes.
You are no ordinary woman. All these sorceries, and you've mastered every one.
Well,
If this were the Dragon School, you'd be... well, overtly despised and banished from the place. Well, I suppose it's time I packed my bags. I would hate to see our agreement end sourly. Better left, tucked away, as a pleasant memory.
you say I've mastered all of them. I've used maybe 2 ever. So, but thank you.
You are no... if... I would better left. Promise to stay safe. It's been nice running our own little school.
Yes, it has. So obviously he's going to be gone if we refresh the area. But let's see where he ends up. Well, well, well. Grand Archives. Can't say I'm too surprised. Oh boy, this is bad. This is really bad. I'm gonna get cursed. That was probably very close. Oh my goodness. Ah, dang, I got waxed. And axed. Fuck. Well, it seems he ultimately ends up in the Grand Archives. And things don't go too well for him, unfortunately. Such is the nature of Dark Souls. Orbeck's ashes. Umbral Ash of Orbeck of Vinheim. With this, the Shrine Handmaid will prepare new items. Orbeck was fascinated with sorcery, but without means, so offered to serve as an assassin in exchange for acceptance into the Dragon Academy, believing that one day he could reinvent himself as a sorcerer. Well, let's give him to the Handmaid.
Ah, how many? Gracious and awfully warm at that. Almost as if it had lived mere moments ago. Oh, forgive an old woman's idle prate. I'm sure an ashen one such as thee would never indulge such base contrivances.
No, I did not kill Orbeck, okay. Jeez. Okay, so we can now get his clothing. A clandestine set. Or the coat, at least. Traditional coat of the Vinheim Dragon School. Normally a deep blue color, this black variation is a sign of a sorcerer engaged in surreptitious work. These were covert agents who excelled at manipulating sound. Sounds like Orbeck.
Ashen one.
Okay. It's about time we wrap this up. Thank you for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed the episode. Again, this is not the end, even though we beat the boss of the base game, the end boss. There's still other stuff to do. There's a whole area we haven't explored on top of the area that we just discovered today. So I hope you'll tune in for the next episode. Until then, take it easy.